Hi guys, welcome to Daddy and the Don. It's week 23 in the English Premier League. You know the drill by now. We've got the punditry team here to assess all 10 fixtures. Please remember to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, and please set your reminder for our live streams. Thanks guys.
Hi guys, this is my prediction for Watford versus Norwich. It's going to be a cracker. I think Watford, the team that have held all of their African players hostage over the January period for the African Cup of Nations, will probably beat Norwich. I think Norwich are obviously destined for the relegation to the Championship. Watford probably will join them, but I think Watford are a little bit better than Norwich. They've got a bit more attacking intent. That Emmanuel Dennis is a very good player. Obviously Sarr, Josh King. I think Watford will probably do them 3-0. I know Billy Gilmore's out injured for a bit for Norwich. Pookie is obviously a Championship standard striker, not good enough for the Premier League. So yeah, I'm going to go for a Watford 3-0 win.
Everton versus Aston Villa. Well, with Rafa gone, things are going to be changing at Everton, and they will be hoping for a good performance. Yesterday, on my way to the Liverpool-Brentford game, we used a taxi to get from the station to the stadium, and the driver was an Everton fan, and he predicted that Rafa would be gone by that afternoon. How right he was. And also, his main concern with Everton under Rafa was how poor they were playing. He didn't really mind if they won, lost, or drew, but he did care about the performances, and it was the performances of the team that was woeful, and ultimately that's what cost Rafa his job probably. Looking ahead to the Villa game, I can't see anything other than a Villa away win. I think they'll win 2-0. Everton, they'll be spurred on, especially if they have a temporary manager in Duncan Ferguson. When he was a temporary manager before, they performed well under him, and the crowd will get behind them. But I don't think that's going to be enough for them. They need to start winning, and it's not going to come this week. And with time running out with the transfer window, and if they haven't got a manager in place, they're using the same squad, and that squad isn't good enough. Villa with Coutinho maybe starting the game. Buendia played really well against Manchester United. And if McGinn has returned from injury, I think, it's going to be a Villa 2-0.
So Brentford versus Wolves. Brentford in a bit of sticky form at the minute after the great start to the season. Wolves been playing well lately, steadily getting consistent under Bruno Lage. I think this could go either way. Wouldn't be surprised with any result really. Just think Brentford have got to get something going sooner or later, but it will be tough. Benefit they're at home, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this one. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if either team nicked a winner.
Weekend preview: Leeds versus Newcastle United. Obviously, Leeds, they're just coming off a huge win against West Ham. I think West Ham are very overrated. However, it's still a huge win for Leeds, especially being away from home. They won, was it 3-2? Yeah, it was a 3-2 win margin, which is a huge result for Leeds, especially because they want to stay up in the league, which I think they will easily. They've got a decent enough squad to stay up. Newcastle, on the other hand, obviously Eddie Howe's taking the reins now. They're a bit bumpy, very unpredictable. One week they'll turn up, the next week they're still losing. Obviously, the Sporting Wood still needs to show his worth of 25 million. It was a very interesting signing for Newcastle in my view. However, I think it will pay off for them. I think Chris Wood will get them a few goals and will keep Newcastle up just about. I think Newcastle will get across that line and make it out the bottom three. However, in my view, I can see Leeds versus Newcastle going down the middle and finishing 1-1.
My game this week is Manchester United v West Ham. Both teams are competing for a top 4 finish this season. Who's going to take that 4th place? I expect this game to be quite entertaining, and I think there will be quite a few goals, as they're going to want to bounce back from disappointing results recently. I think my prediction is going to be Man United 2, West Ham 3.
My game this week is Southampton Man City. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I can't say anything other than Man City win. To be honest, I'm in the beating everyone at the moment. So I don't see this game being any different. Southampton, yeah, as I said before, I like Southampton. Decent side, good manager. A bit inconsistent, but I just think the way City are playing at the moment, I can't see Southampton getting anything out of this game. I mean, I think they might score, set piece, Ward Prowse maybe. He's absolutely superb on those. But I just think City, the way they're going at the minute, looks fine if they went unbeaten to the end of the season. So I'm just going to keep this. Do my prediction now, and I'm going to go for Southampton 1, Man City 3.
So another week, another prediction. So my game is Arsenal versus Burnley. There's no denying that Burnley are in a bit of a hole, which has been made even worse by losing their striker Chris Wood to Newcastle, and the fact that they keep postponing games pretty much every week, which is going to even make it more difficult because I'm not sure what the Premier League are going to do about that. Arsenal have been playing quite well recently, even though they had a bit of a blip, even there myself. But if the game does go ahead, then I think it will be a comfortable 3-0 win for Arsenal.
Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Crystal Palace are becoming consistent, don't win many, but they are still a decent side, and I do see improvement, and the future's bright for me at Palace. This isn't going to be an easy game for Liverpool. Liverpool are still missing, their best 2 players in Mane and Salah, but they put a very good performance on against Brentford, won comfortably in the end, 3-0. It'll be hard to back against Liverpool here, but I'm actually going to go for a draw. I think Palace will stay stubborn, get a goal, maybe concede, but hold on. Liverpool just don't seem as great, especially in the harder games without Salah for me. I think they'll draw this one. It's going to be 1-1.
Leicester versus Brighton. Leicester had a bit of a break, a few COVID issues. Brighton with some mixed results, mixed performances. It's always going to be a tough game going to Leicester, although they've been inconsistent this season. Obviously, they're the better team on paper. Brighton are a tough side. Don't necessarily play the most attractive football, but they grind out those results. And I think they're just doing what they need to do, really. In terms of how this game plays out, it's hard to know at the moment what Leicester team is gonna show up. I still think they'll get the job done, but I think it might be a little bit of a tough day out for them. At least in the first half or first portion of the game. I can see Brighton with a few chances, but whether they're able to convert them and put them away is another matter. Result for this, I have to go Leicester win. If I had to pick a scoreline, I think maybe 3-1.
Chelsea versus Spurs. They're two good sides. Both are looking for finish in the top 4. Chelsea, all 3 times they've played this season, including the Carabao Cup, they have beaten. So this might be, oh yes, go on Chelsea sort of thing, but I think, because Tottenham, they're always decent, I think Tottenham might actually win this. Maybe 1-0, 2-1.